I'm loving Big Angel's Day. We've been through it. Oh, years of force of football. Mourinho, Conte, Nuno. Never right, they were wrong. But now we're kangaroos and swords. We're Big Ange, boss, the core glue. Rock and roll football often. When it comes to call, how will they stop him? I'm loving Big Angel's Day.
Hello, welcome back to the Mr. Arsenal podcast for a brand new show that we're bringing to the channel. Basically a version of fan reactions, our own version, where basically every Sunday we're going to come together around this sort of time and go over all the major talking points of the weekend and react to rival clips from rival fans and sometimes Arsenal fans, and we mess up as well. And give our thoughts and have a bit of a laugh. As basically, well, it's not us, obviously, but we'll give our thoughts when Arsenal in the mud as well, and mess things up, and things go viral, and people say things stupid. When I say things stupid, I mean within reason, obviously. When people say things literally for the clicks and the views, in terms of outrageous stuff, not going to be entertained here. No way, Jose. But before we get into it, obviously, if you've already in the chat, we've got Catherine, we've got Miss Melina, we've got the Arsenal Misfit as well. How are we all doing? If you haven't already, please do hit the like button before we get started. As you saw, we are first going to touch on this Sunday. It's the recent, out of the two main topics tonight, this is the recent thing that happened today. Just a bit of cheer up the Arsenal fan base, really, a bit of a laugh, and yeah, just enjoy some rival meltdowns, basically. Maybe from one person already, you've seen them already. Amazing how you can go from singing that song after beating City, Little City, and ever since then, fall out of love with Big Ange, and you're no longer loving Big Ange instead. You couldn't make it. You really couldn't make it up. And back to literally, we see Chelsea the last few years. With Tottenham, it's back to reality this year. Back to before Martin Yole came along and fucked everything up for everyone. This is what Tottenham were all about back in the day, fighting for survival, finishing every season 16th, 17th respectively, and then, yeah, basically. But people like him and older are saying, "Oh, we've never been here before." No, you have. I enjoyed it. But hey, it is what it is. Good evening, Tom, as well. YouTube Censors says, I just remember you talked about this show earlier today. Yes, we was. The plan was to launch this a couple of weeks ago, but obviously scheduling and what got in the way, and yeah, it's delayed. And obviously I thought this week, and especially I decided this morning with the events of yesterday, it probably was a perfect opportunity to revisit this and launch it tonight, basically, going forward. And it's going to be in every Sunday at this sort of time. And it's going to be interesting. I think a certain subject that we're going to touch on tonight is going to be a recurring theme for the foreseeable. But, you know, as I said, we'll Evening Rose as well. But we're going to start with the enjoyable one. Spurs, the knuckle draggers, spuds, scum, whatever you want to call them, noisy neighbours, if you will. Now, when you're feeling a bit low about your club, you're thinking you're about to get a bad result, or you're just feeling a bit glum in general. Just remember, you could be worse. You could be a Tottenham fan. This is the same Tottenham fan base, by the way, that certain fans, Spurs, Deji, and Daniel, a lad called Daniel in Canada that used to go on the football terrace until this all fell apart, and I think the words came back and bite him on the arse, and now he can't. No one hears or sees him ever again now. said things like, this season, I quote, Spurs have a better squad overall than Arsenal. Spurs will finish above Arsenal. Spurs will have a more successful season than Arsenal. And how's that working out? On the 26th of January 2025, how's that working? We are second. With all the injuries, all the crosses we've got at our club, referees doing, or Michael whatever, and other refs doing what they do throughout the season to screw us over as well. We're second. Yes, we're at the FA Cup. We're hanging on we're hanging on in the League Cup by skin of our teeth, and we're in the Champions League. Whereas on the other hand, you guys, yeah, you're in the FA Cup still. You're going out. Villa are knocking you out. Liverpool will knock you out the League Cup, and you've got to focus on a Europa League to save your season because you're getting nothing in the league. Even if you somehow turn this form around and finish outside the relegation zone, you're currently in the relegation scrap. Where you are now, I grew up and enjoyed watching because you was just that irrelevant Northland Derby was Northland Derby. Okay, cool. But it was just more about bragging rights back then for you guys and for us really, because there was nothing else barring it was just that North London Derby. It was like you're the irrelevant side. You still are, but you were bottom half of the table, fighting for survival, year in, year out, and then Martin Yell came along and screwed everything up and gave you guys hope. But as Postecoglou, 20 odd years later, it's come along and 2 seasons, a year later than scheduled, in my opinion, brought you back down to reality. Brought you back down to where you really are, what you really are. And I'm enjoying it. I'm loving it. Oh, dear. But before we're going back into the comments, we're going to go back in a minute. Bear with me a moment. I'll mute this just because it plays out again. To the next clip. We're focusing on Tottenham. Obviously, we've got to focus on X. Know what we're going to do. Not going to do that one because that was. You know what? No, we've got a few options here, actually. You know what? We'll do this one first. Is X?
What are we doing?
It is X. This is 33 seconds, this particular clip. I think it's just hilarious. One sec, let's minimize myself. Do you want the big screen? Do you want me in the like that? Switch us around, obviously. And this, I believe, is just around full-time, the full-time whistle. So just pop back over. And then enjoy.
What are we doing here? Wasting time, blowing whistles, Notting Carnival, blood. Joke the dog and turn it around, boot it down, cock it up on the dumper truck. The ice in a breeze, are you pricks? Fucking blow the whistle, blow that shit, pause, blow the whistle, fam. I've had enough, blood. You man are criminals, blood. The whole lot of you, bruv. Every week, I'm telling you, fam, whether man go to the game, whether man do a stream, man try and support this team, blood. What we...
I love it. Absolutely love it. There's nothing better. Oh dear, you gotta laugh. If you don't laugh, you fucking can't. Because it's just brilliant. It always perks you up no matter what. You've got this Tottenham fan as well. I wonder why she supports Tottenham, by the way. Mentioning no, not going to assume nothing, obviously, but make your own judgments. But this is just a 42-second. This is at full time. This is her reaction at full time. The final whistle's gone. Tottenham have lost again at home to relegation rivals Leicester City. Ruud van Nistelrooy, a team that had, going into this game, lost the last 7 games. Yeah. This is going to be, I think you might enjoy this one as well. Here we go. Because look, this is literally the starting pose at full time.
Is that dream or not?
The delusion.
I think I feel like I'm dreaming.
The absolute delusion.
It's fucking not reality. It's not fucking reality. It shouldn't be fucking reality. It's fucking dream.
It's not reality. Love, it is reality. I don't know how long he supported Tottenham, but again, I say she's younger than me, so probably doesn't remember the good old days when this was your reality. This was the history of Tottenham. You were where you are now from the get-go, by the way, all the way to the bitter end and finishing 16th, 17th, maybe 15th in the once in a blue moon. Hoping for a good cup run.
It's fucking dream. It cannot be reality. Spurs lost to Leicester City. It cannot be. It's dream. I'm living in a fucking dream. It's fucking dream. I cannot feel pain. It's fucking dream. It's fucking dream.
Can't feel pain. This is a dream. Can't feel pain, apparently. That's pain, apparently. Okay, cool. Yeah. Okay. You're getting the theme of where I'm going with the Tottenham theme tonight. But still, it's just like it's literally. Again, I don't know how old she is or how long she's supporting Tottenham. I'm not going to assume nothing because and all that crap get cancelled and all that. But seriously, the arrogance. What I love there is the sheer arrogance of we're Tottenham. We are bigger than Leicester. Leicester won a league title in my lifetime. In my lifetime, just in 35 years of my existence, Leicester won a league title. They won an FA Cup. They all went in, and to do that, they got relegated in 2004 to the Championship. Did a few years in the Championship, went down to League One for a few years, came back to the Championship, then got voted after a couple of years into the Premier League, survived by a miracle the first season back, and then did an absolute miracle of winning the league in 15-16 against Tottenham, by the way. Tottenham did come third in the 2-horse race, the famous joke, we all know it. They go and then in the midst of coming out of the pandemic, Leicester won an FA Cup. Tottenham in my lifetime have won an FA Cup and 2 League Cups. I think even with Leicester only winning 2 trophies, the main one being the Premier League outweighs what Tottenham won in 35 years. But it's just, again, it's the arrogance of we are superior. We should not be losing to Leicester City. I can't feel pain. It's a dream. If anything, it should be a nightmare. If you're so big and high and mighty, it should be a fucking not a dream. It should be a nightmare. Jesus. There's delusional and there's being an idiot. Oh, dear, you got to laugh though. Anthony's in the chat, says big up Miss Arspock and everyone in the chat. Big up to yourself, Anthony. Hope you're keeping well and had a good weekend so far. All things considered in terms of the results of our teams, our Arsenal basically, both the men and women. Dear God, says Roy, if you could please relegate Spurs to the Championship, I'll be shirts at 7 a.m. every Sunday morning, pretty please. Yeah, I'll join in on that one. I'll never miss a Sunday service ever again. Oh dear, just popping through. I'm just saying I'll pop through the chat. I'll give you guys to end the stream. We will go back to him. Trust me. He doesn't. I know what I'm gonna have a look in a second, and I'll decide who to go up with next. But there's a couple. Even Henry Talks Football pops up for a couple of seconds, and it's a weird clip, but yeah. This is the banter show, but the serious segment. So the serious segment. This show is interesting. Wait for the serious stuff. You think this is good? Bloody hell! If Expressions keeps that up, he's going to have a brain there. If it's a Tottenham fan, he'll be used to it. This is what I'm saying. It's just like, yeah. That chick is, yeah. I've seen her a couple of times. I think Gavs and a couple of others of other fan reaction channels have clipped her up and put on their fan reaction channels and all that. Yeah, it's just like, what was it? Was it a couple of weeks before Christmas? They lost. I think it was just after the Big Man City. The game after, and she starts screaming and shouting on the rocking her chair. It's like send her to the fucking indie bin, basically. Chris says, whenever I go past Spurs training ground, there's so many couriers standing outside. It's crazy. These are the words of Chris and Chris alone. I do not condone this, but yeah. But let's see how long that lasts once Son does retire. Because he's not leaving, he's retiring. He won't be this summer now. He's extended his contract for another year, so he will retire at Tottenham. Spurs' next 4 Premier League fixtures are Brentford away, lost there. Man United at home. Man United won tonight, so that could be either a dull 0-0 or scrappy United win there, literally. Ipswich away. Come on the town, come on the tractor boys. Double back-to-back wins, hopefully. And then Man City at home. And Man City, you never know, they're going to bite a bit between their teeth, want a bit of revenge for the Etihad and all that. They're in a relegation battle. That's without doubt. Yes. Yes. And then, that's just 4 fixtures. There's more fixtures to come. I've seen the next 7 league fixtures. They are screwed. Before we move on, Arsenal actually finished second and then 2 Leicester. That's what I'm saying. But in the title race itself, it was between them and Tottenham. And then Tottenham just went, yeah. And it ended up somehow on the final day, they were in second. They're going away to relegated already Newcastle. And then they got battered 5-1. We hosted Aston Villa. Was it the year? I don't know if it was the year they went down or the year before. We hosted Aston Villa. I'm trying to think what year it was now. 2015-16. It would have been relegated Villa, actually, but it was at home, and we won, obviously, 4-0, because we're Arsenal at home. It's Aston Villa. They're going. Bye-bye. And we went from 3rd to 2nd. Ta-da! Hence the jokes. But it's like, only Tottenham could do that. Only Tottenham would do that. Oh, dear. Right. Who comes third in a 2-horse race? Who comes third in a 2-horse race? Only Tottenham Hotspur. Right. Oh, this is the one. This is an X. We'll go for X. This is again, after the last I showed you about X, this is a follow-up, a 36-second clip follow-up from that. So, and go.
A therapist told me that this candle, oh, X, don't worry. I know you have high blood pressure. Oh, X, don't worry. I know you have dark days. Oh, X, don't worry. I know sometimes things can get a bit much. Look what I got for you, blood. I got you a candle. You know what I mean? What did she say was on it? What's it called? Eucalyptus, whatever the fuck she said it was called, blood. It's supposed to calm me down. It's not working, blood. It's not working, fam. Burn your candle, blood. Burn this team, fam. Burn them all, blood. Burn them all. End the stream.
And he literally ended the stream on that. Fucking hell. Mate, as you say, he keeps on playing. He'll give himself an aneurysm. He will cause himself a heart, even if not an aneurysm, he'll give himself a fucking heart attack. But this is what I don't get, because his brother's a Man United fan. Yet he always claims his mother made him be a Tottenham fan. What? How did that bloody work? How's the brother allowed to fucking be a United fan and he wasn't? How's that fair? But it's saying that nowadays, actually. But at least he had some success in his life in terms of seeing his football team have some success compared to what he's been witnessing for his whole life with Tottenham. I honestly don't know. I've never had the chance to even see him in real life, to be honest. If he is, nah. You know what? We're gonna go for. You know what? I mentioned it already. We're gonna go with Henry Talks Football, basically. This will be fun. Chief 7-0. Oh, shocker there. Yeah, this is the reaction from Henry Talks Football, or if you're a League Gunner fan, Henry Talks Shite. Full time.
Tell you what this fucking deserves. See this chair? Bit of Seamus. That is.
Yeah, little clip, but at the same time, it's like, are you for real? Your team is in a relegation zone. I know, and prefer, but he has been screaming for Ange out from the get-go this season, to be honest. But in the instance of here and now, his team is in a relegation scrap. I'm assuming he's done a watch along. This is someone watch along or something, and he's decided in his infinite wisdom to be calm, cool, collected, but then to get up and say, "This is, you know what this deserves." Gets his chair position. You're thinking, "Oh, he's going to do a run and jump up in the air, 2 foot the chair, prove a point," and he does that. Your team's in a relegation battle, mate. Like, a bit more passion wouldn't kill you in this instance. You can be angry and actually voice it and show it. If you really want to kick a chair, kick the fucking chair. He's saying, "Oh, what was it? A couple of days ago? Like Saeed says, meet me in the car park. Anyone meet you in the car park, mate, they have a fucking field day. If you kick like that." Oh, now another Tottenham fan. Tottenham dead or Spurs deadgy. Spurs deadgy. Okay, now. Prepare yourselves. We think our ties are fucking delusional motherfucker. This guy takes it another level, like I said before.
People will still cling on to this notion of, oh, but we're still in the cups. Shut up!
Just to clarify when I say this is a guy, again, as I said, start of the season, better squad than Arsenal, gonna be higher, gonna do this, gonna do that, and is the best. Even up till literally Christmas, maintained it. And it's only recently, the last week or so, we're getting this version.
Shut up! Shut up, Levy. Shut up, Lang. Shut up to the lot of them. I'm sick of this. I'm sick of it. Enough is enough. Yeah? Give us a proper strategy. Give us players and give us a new manager. I've had enough. I've had enough of this dumb rubbish. How many teams are going to embarrass us this season? How many teams? They got me going mad in my...
Oh, why they're whispering as well? I don't get why he's literally crouched down looking. He's clear. Oh, I'm assuming he's on his phone doing it, recording this, or whatever. But it's like he's leaning. It's the whisper. He's ranting, but it's a whispering rant. It's not really a rant because he's like in hushed tones, and it's just like it's bizarre to me. If you're going to rant, you might as well just be vocal and be loud about it. Come on. Who's he afraid of behind the scenes that are going to kick the living shit out of him for actually being passionate about his club?
Best mate's gaff. In his spare bedroom, I'm going crazy. Because I'm just...
Hiding in the spare bedroom. You know? The entire house to do this, and you're going into the spare bedroom, hiding away in there. And then again, it's in hushed tones.
Sick to death of seeing us lose. And I'm seeing some fans that are actually accepting these losses. How can you lose to Everton and then lose to Leicester? Do you know how disgraceful that is?
Again, this mentality. I'm sorry, I guess I said it, but this mentality that Tottenham are this high and mighty, huge club. You're not. You haven't won a league title in colour, let alone in my lifetime. The last time the Tottenham won a league title was in '61. My dad wasn't even born. None of my parents were born. That's the point. You haven't won a major honour since '91 when I was 91 when I was 2. But this high and mighty attitude, this we're bigger than Everton, we're bigger than, it's embarrassing. How? Because the standards are historically this is your level. Barring the last 20 odd years, since Martin Yole came along and gave you a bit of false hope for the foreseeable till now, this was your history of your club. Fighting for survival. The odd cup run, but not getting over the line. Finishing, as I said before, 17th, 16th, once in a blue moon, 15th. That is it. And he's got to be older, be my age or older. So to act. I know in the day of social media, to act like this is absolute fucking. It's like because it wasn't social media back then. We ignored that we were shit back then, and act like we've always been a successful club, huge club. And we're only going through a barren run for the last 17 years. That's it. But before that, we were winning it. We keep winning. Come on now.
I can't think of one team that has lost to Everton and Leicester back to back. People will still.
Let's pop into the chat before I go to the last couple. Oh, it's Lee Cunningham upstairs. You know. If we had their injury layoffs, we'd be struggling. But this is why they overhyped their own transfer window themselves. When we did it, some of our fan base did it, don't get me wrong. But they all did it in their own. Archie Gray and whoever else they brought in, fantastic. We're doing it. And look where they are. They didn't get adequate. They never had an adequate backup to Fakayo. I like Rake Fakayo, but they never had an adequate backup to him. They never brought in adequate backups to Van der Ven, whose hamstrings made of fucking apple crumble biscuits or whatever, and hot-headed Romario. They never had an adequate backup to Son, who clearly doesn't want to be there, but he's been forced there against his will. They never actually brought another striker in. They're keeping faith in the Brazilian pigeon. Their midfield is non-existent. It needs more beefing up. They haven't done that. They actually weakened their midfield, actually. And they just went Project Youth. So, yeah, they're always going to have injuries. We knew it was only Van der Ven's injury record from last season. Madison is become injury prone, and he's not really having any influence in the game anyway, because there's no one behind him to push him and keep him going. So he's just cocky, like, I'm all right. I'll start most games anyway. So I've got no sympathy for him. Plus I'm an Arsenal fan, so. And look, we've got injury. We're not exactly injury free ourselves. Our squad's on the bare bones of its arse BX, and we're second. We're hanging on by the skin of our teeth second, but we're second. I'll be getting to that. I'll be getting to this in a bit. Anthony, bear with us. Do bear with us. Well, it says what Spurs supporters are not understanding is that £800 million stadium needs paying for. Like we did when we moved to the Emirates. Yeah. They cannot afford the wages of the best players in demand. Arsenal went through it in joy. And we had a far lesser debt compared to that. And we actually opened on time. They didn't even, they were, what was it? I'm trying to think now. They were about a year and a half late opening up. They had to extend the stay at Wembley to the point where they may as well finish the season. It was coming to the close to the end of the season. It was like, we need money. Open. It's just like, seriously. At least we opened on time. If Tottenham get relegated, it could be the end of them. They will lose the TV money, the sponsorship. Sponsorships will leave. Yeah. Well, look at us. When we first fell out of the top four, look at the amount of sponsorships we lost within the club. That's just the top four, for fuck's sake. Relegation would be disastrous for Tottenham, especially as they get all this debt around their neck. Couldn't have went to a nicer club. Enjoy the championship. How did some of these people become Spurs fans? Did they choose because they liked the logo? Yeah, chicken and the ball. Yeah. It's a fucking chicken and the ball. It's a circus trick. Maybe they like the circus. And it's a familiar. It's like the badge symbolises familiarization to a circus. They love circuses. Maybe that was it. Do 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 do. I know Americans that support Tottenham and Everton because of Dempsey and Landon Donovan. No. Let's be clear. I'm not saying Archie Gray's the reason. I'm saying Tottenham went Project Youth, and that included Archie Gray in their transfer window. They didn't actually when they let players go, they didn't actually upgrade along with the Project Youth. It was just Project Youth. There's not bringing no experience in. We'll risk it for a biscuit. They've risked it. It's backfired. They've got injuries basically down their spine, and they're paying a price for it because they're having to put the likes of Archie Gray in, who hasn't up to the season not played Premier League football. Is still raw, and also he's playing out of position. It's just like the poor lad is literally been thrown under the bus, but it's not his fault. Not far from it. Right, next one. Who we got next? Who do we go to next? Excuse me. Oh, we love Tottenham. Oh, this is a 2-minute clip as well. Well, there's 2 clips, isn't there? There's 2 clips, but yeah. So there we go. Let's put. One sec.
Bentancur, though, comes in and...
No, we're not. Don't try that crap. Oh, this could be interesting. I may have to readjust a few things. So that'll do. You know what? Because it gets the whole lot in. You get the whole shebang.
Bentancur, though, comes in and a big thwack, and referee waves play on. It would have been a foul. And Samare reads into the box, and Kinski, oh! It's 1-1.
Well, you've got a fair play to the effort they put into the studio this lot, but still.
After a minute in this second half, our lead has been blown away. Jamie Vardy
Literally
with the goal.
Oh, for goodness sakes. You can't 2 minutes. Not even 2 minutes, not even a minute into
Porro
the first
played
half.
around there. Christensen, Bentancur wipe him out there. Samare, we just left Reed, and it's a goal. Kinski doesn't get enough on it. It's a great ball from Reed.
It's a calamity.
Oh, Kinski had a hand on it, but it just falls to Vardy, and he gets a bit of luck, and it's 1-1. Fuck's sake, Tottenham.
It's a calamity of errors.
Oh.
It's a calamity of errors.
No, this is...
Oh.
Again, this...
He gets a bit of luck, Vardy. But it's a great ball from Reed, and it's 1-1 here, and Tottenham have all to do now.
But again, it's this shock. Like, even in normal circumstances, this is a team who drew against match day 1 under a different manager as well. Yeah, they're in poor form, but you're not exactly in great form yourselves. Let's not beat around the bush. It took you over 120 minutes to beat Tamworth. So even based on recent form, the shock and awe mentality of how are we in this position? Why are we losing to this team? How can they be competing against us like this? We should be better than them. Have you seen yourselves recently?
All to do. Porro caught out of position again.
But it should have been cleared way before that.
Yeah.
Pepe Mate Sarr had a chance to hoof the ball up the pitch when he was on the line. Just hoof the ball up. Just get it out of there.
Worst possible start to the second half for Tottenham.
Not even a minute into the... It's so frustrating, Sim, because all the hard work, everything we did in the first half, is just cancelled out now.
Within a minute.
Done. Back to the start of the first half all over again. It's so annoying. Every time we let teams back into games, why?
Because you're shite. It's not simple, really. It's in the Tottenham DNA. Or as a good friend of ours from Juventus, Giannini, said once upon a time, is in the history of the Tottenham. Simple as.
Here's Decky.
Good.
Porro. Oh, Porro, what are you doing? He's giving it straight away. Oh, my God. Reed. Here's El Canoose now. El Canoose goes for goal. It's 2-1 Leicester. It is 2-1 Leicester.
I just love this. This is the nice part. This is like
Disaster.
Bloody thing.
Absolute fucking disaster.
this is the nicer part of the show where we sit back and enjoy rival fans in this particular week, Tottenham fans. I think it's become a recurring thing for Tottenham for the foreseeable of seeing them unhappy, back to reality, back to how it once was before the likes of social media and all that was a thing. But hey,
Disaster. Oh my God, Porro! Fuck!
We shoot ourselves in the foot time and time again. It's so frustrating.
What are you guys doing? What are you guys doing? Porro, just another unforced error, just gives it straight to Samare. He plays it to Reed. He's got El Canoose in acres of space, about 25 yards from goal.
Nobody closing
Lines
him
one
down.
up, it's
Nobody
right into the
closing him
corner from
down.
25 yards.
Nobody closing him down, either just standing off him. It's pathetic defending, honestly.
Oh my God, go
pathetic.
to him. Oh, this is it. We've got it all to do, man. We are now behind. 5 minutes into this second half, we're now behind. We are now behind here, and we are staring a relegation battle right in the face here. We are 2-1 down to Leicester.
well, to be fair, you could say you're staring down the relegation battle already. You're now in the relegation battle. Strap in, lads, because it's going to be a long season. Because I don't see, because the fact that this is what we're just gone at 10 past midnight as we speak. We have, I'm trying to think now. There's an early kickoff as well. 8-9 hours after the final whistle's gone, give or take. And he's not been sacked. There's no word of it. They're not sacking him. I don't think they could afford to sack him. With all the other managers they've sacked in the last how many years? Mourinho, Nuno, after literally 4 or 5 minutes in the job, by the way, with decent contracts. So that, yeah. Then obviously Conte, which would have been even bigger money when they sacked him as well, because they gave him a new contract after they signed him, a newer contract in that time frame, which is longer, more money in that contract because he got sacked in terms of settlements, even though he's now at Napoli nowadays, doing bits there. And that's just them for you. You're not including the sacking of Potter and what that's cost them. Then you all the money that's spent on players, and trying to recoup money for player sales and not doing so well, and they're not really getting many events anymore because in terms of boxing, they can't really get any major boxing events because it's all in Saudi Arabia now. Beyonce's not in town. Go-kart's not really picked up the way they'd want it to. NFL pops in every now and then to say hello and then goodbye once a year, and even then, it's still not enough. And this is it now. They are. I think they're in a position where they cannot afford to sack him because of the FFP, and I think they're closer to the mark of doing an Everton / Forest, Leicester as well, and Sheffield United. They don't want to put. They're closer to it than what they want to make out to the public. Because otherwise, any other club, any club in this situation, be it a team that should be back for the European spots, pushing for cups and all that, or even a team that's expected to struggle and fight for survival, based on the form they've been in over the last couple of months, he would have been gone by now, any other club in the Premier League. So I think there's more to it than meets the eye. It's not just because in the semi-final of a cup still and the FA Cup. It's nothing to do with that. I just don't think they can afford to sack him. Pure and simple, really. Right, let's find our next clip. But yeah, it is bizarre. Let's not compete around the bush. Right, you know what? It's going to, you know what? Whilst Tom's here, I'm assuming Tom's in the chat. We'll keep on. I think he'll appreciate this. We're getting to the point where, with Tottenham, sooner rather than later, we're going to see stadiums looking like the Tottenham Hotspur, the toilet bowl, look like this on a week-to-week basis. Handful of fans literally turning up just to say, "Hurry up and lose, so we can all get out of here." Oh dear. Who will they bring in to replace him? Dice? Imagine. No, Sir Gareth. I've already put it in the football terms live chat earlier. They're doing a reaction to the Tottenham game. So I'll put in there. Sir Gareth, a certain Sir Gareth Southgate's available for Tottenham. If you're interested, he'd have that new manager. Oh, it's England, and then this time next year, relegated. He would actually relegate them. Points awarded for the Simpsons usage. I thought you'd appreciate. I saw it. I was like, someone loved that. Oh, you have to lose so we can get home. Okay, we're off now. Let's go to lunch. Let's get takeaway. Oh dear. Oh, actually, know what? I saw this as well. This is no YouTuber. This is I'm assuming a Tottenham fan. After the 4-time whistle's gone. Teams are going down the tunnel now. And the person either filming or someone next to him or them, it's in genders now, said something to Big Ange, and the subtitles come up by the way, but as he's going in down the tunnel, he's clearly heard what's being said and then just gone, "You what?" And he had to be dragged back down the tunnel. It's 24 seconds of pure gold, really. If you're not a Tottenham fan. All right, let's have a Butchers. There we go. Do we put it on this? Can I get away with that? No. It needs to be that for the clarification of the image. Just in a minute. There we go. We're going down with you. That's what's been shouted at him by someone. Again, this is your reality. Again, he sounds old enough to remember the good old days, from our point of view anyway. 3, 2, 1. There you go now. Come on, oh there he is. It's gone. It's brilliant. As a neutral, it's just brilliant to see, like, literally. Back again. As I say, that guy whoever said that, he's got to be older than me. And he's again that we're going down. This is your reality. This was Tottenham before Yol saved the day, and started in a prediction for the last 20 odd years. Oh dear. Right, now. Before we move on to the next subject, just double checking a few things. Yep, we're all good. So this is literally the full time he actually puts out. X puts out the last clip before we move on to the next subject. Is again his expressions. It's a 2-minute 23 clip of him absolutely losing it, basically, and his match reaction from this game. So sit back, get the popcorn out. Spurs again. I said this in terms of what you're saying. There you go. I'll be honest. I was a year late. I said this would happen. I said this would happen last year. I went on the Bergkamp Wonderland with Danny before the start of last season, we're doing Premier League predictions for this, that, and the other. And one of the predictions was where Tottenham were going to finish. I said 15th, and I said because they are going to miss Harry Kane's goals. It just happened a year later. It's happened a year later. It is what it is. I was a year out, but we're here. Oh dear. Here we go. Make it bigger. There we go. So you can really appreciate what's coming now.
We have now lost to Everton, the Toffees, Werther's Originals FC, and the Foxes, blood. Some biscuits, Mo Leicester FC, back to back, and man are still back in Ange. At this point, it must be a Diddy thing. We have gone from the Lily Whites to Lily Phillips, and I'm tired of watching this week in, week out. In fact, you may as well call us Bonnie Blue FC, because we got 1,000 men out, and we're getting time and time again. We've lost nearly double of the games that we've won. 13 losses and 7 wins is an absolute disgrace, and are John Cena enough? Yes, our issues, they're bigger than Ange. We must be owned by Ray Charles and Stevie Wonder, because that's the only way that you can sit there and watch this and think it's acceptable. These men should be looking for players, blood. It's the 26th of January, but you're traveling home and away to watch the Red Wedding, to watch the bloodbath. And if you're not going to buy this man players, then just sack him now. What I won't do is ignore the management, watch us get relegated just to prove a point to the owners. These men are not going anywhere. They're not going anywhere like Vince McMahon in WWE before he met Janelle Grant, fam. Our owners are the problem, but Ange, he isn't the solution. Every week, the club's working hard, mate. And they're working hard to embarrass the fans week in, week out. More injuries off the field. Where was Madison? Last night on his Instagram story, he posted about the game. Today, he's sore, fam. Sore, you know. Brother, I know watching this team's like a horror film, but what's man talking about? Where did he injure himself? In a bedroom with his missus? What, the third leg, hamstring? What we talking about? How do you go 1-0 up against Leicester, have bare chances in the first half, and then second half, you come out and concede 2 goals in the time it takes to make microwave chips, fam? Mo Leicester City touched us up in that second half. They were the Foxes and the Hounds. What were these players doing at halftime? Smoking weed. Honestly, I don't get it. Brother, just get Areola in, Iriola. Brother, I'll take...
Mate, oh, come on. The work is Areola, or how you pronounce his name, really going to leave Bournemouth? I know it's Bournemouth, and the people are going to say it's Bournemouth, Tottenham, but is he really going to leave what he's doing at Bournemouth and how well he's doing? His team's currently in the European spot. He could create history for that club and for himself, but achieving something deemed impossible, even if they finish like in the Conference League or something, or even whatever. Yeah, you could get him finished in the highest position they've ever finished in the Premier League, which was 10th, I think it was, under Eddie Howe, and get him European football potential the way things are going. Do they honestly have that arrogance of thinking he's going to go? Yeah, I know what. I know I'm in this position. I could create history, but you know what? I'm going to go to Tottenham just to get a big payout in 2 seasons' time, in a year and a half's time, 18 months, whatever. I'm going to be like, hi, I'm back again because got my big payday because they sacked me because they never backed me. Reoccurring thing here. Come on.
Both of them at this point.
And let's be honest. At the start of the season, would the Tottenham fans say, expressions or anyone say, they would replace Ange with Areola from Bournemouth? No, they wouldn't. It's an in thing because of what Areola's doing at Bournemouth this season. That is it. He'd arrive, if he did arrive, and they'll turn him quicker than they did on Nuno.
Because I just can't do this anymore. We're in all the competitions to win a trophy. Brother, we can't win a game. How are we going to win a trophy, blood? You need to win games to win a trophy. Brother, are you watching this?
I mean, he gets it in the end. It's funny. It's only dawned on him. You have to win games to win trophies. Again, I apologise, Rosie, but it's just for the sheer banter side of things. Like, what the hell are these levels of expectation that they believe in? Oh, dude, you got to laugh at it in terms of just the sheer this sheer stupidity. But anyway, we're going to move on now. We're 51 minutes in. That's longer than I expected, but we are moving on to the second main subject of the day, the weekend actually. Harold and the gang doubling down on the red card, and basically for anyone that lived under a rock for the last 24 hours, basically Mike Oliver sent off in an Arsenal versus Wolves versus Arsenal, sent off Miles Lewis Skelly just before half time yesterday for what he deemed a dangerous, out of control foul on Doherty. And that, the dangerous and out of control was the main thing, and obviously the point of contact was above the ankle, whatever. It has then, since that has happened, everyone and their dog has literally come out against one another and the Pgmol for and basically saying they've made a mistake. It's not a red, it is a yellow. Don't believe what they're saying. Not just Arsenal fans are saying it. Tottenham fans, Liverpool fans, Wolves fans, fucking Wolves fans for crying out loud, and they're involved in it for fuck's sake. Leeds, fucking even ex-Tottenham managers and players coming out. Jamie O'Hara, who loves to troll on Arsenal, is calling out the Pgmol. The only ones that are not, it seems, especially more so today, is Mr. Jamie Redknapp, Mr. Carragher, and the gang, and that little gang that was on the Super Sunday Super Sunday this weekend. Then we're under the thumb. Howard Webb's given us a statement. We're going to run it as well. And basically, that little story is, if you bear with me, this is brilliant, by the way.
We have now lost to Everton.
No, not doing that now. You for a sec. Right. Here we go. The Pgmol itself, and I'll go over, just show you, it's from them. This is the actual image, a statement they've put out at 7 o'clock this evening. We are appalled by the threats and abuse directed at Michael Oliver following the Wolverhampton Wanderers versus Arsenal fixture. Right. First and foremost, like we've seen in players years gone by that have had abuse and threats aimed at them, we were seeing it by now. Basically, we may either because the players or family members post it, put it out there, spread the word, or on the other occasion, the idiots involved brag about it and put it out on social media themselves. I have not seen anything to back this up, and honestly, I think this is going from Howard Webb and the gang, led by Howard Webb because he's the boss, to quieting things down, divert the attention away from the incident that happened yesterday or Saturday now. I agree. If it happened, I agree. No one, no matter what, should be getting threats of abuse and this, that, and the other. I agree on that. But I don't believe this is the case with this one. I think it's a diversion tactic to get away from what happened on Saturday. The only abuse they could say he's faced is not even abuse. It's just people, be it fans or ex-managers, ex-players that are not under the thumb of Howard Webb and his gang, basically calling it for what it is in terms of what happened on Saturday, a bullshit call that should have been overturned. Instead of holding their hands up in this moment after the backlash they've had from this, holding their hands up, admitting the mistake, they've doubled down on said incident, and then they've come up with this bullshit. Apparently, they're claiming that Mark and his family have passed over information to the police. The police are investigating, and I guarantee you, I'm going to you right now. We won't hear this subject. We won't hear an outcome because it never happened. I'm of that belief. Unless we literally hear breaking news whenever down the line between now and the summer, for example, that certain people have been arrested because they were involved in the abuse of Michael whatever and his family, As far as I'm concerned, it never happened because something of that high profile would be reported in terms of catching the people, arresting them, sentencing them, and all that. It would be reported by, especially by Sky, under the thumb Sky. But what I loved most was then, from our point of view, from an Arsenal fan's point of view, an Arsenal fan did their own statement. Big shout out to Kimo FC. We got this. We are appalled by the years of biased refereeing and dishonesty directed at our club and other clubs. So it wasn't even. So this fan's obviously, he's saying not just our club, but other clubs that have been affected as well. So it's not just about us, it's about everyone that's been affected by your bullshit. No clubs will be subject to any form of bias, let alone getting effed over, although it's possible, just fucked over by the same referee over and over again. We are supporting Arsenal and all those affected and are determined to tackle this unacceptable behaviour. Sadly, this is not the first our club has been forced to deal with this with a Manchester-based organisation acting as the judge, jury, and executioner. We will continue to support the investigation into the Pgmol. My fan base, ladies and gentlemen, my fan base. You couldn't make it up. Well, I'm not even saying it's an Arsenal, but yeah, don't get me wrong. There are idiots out there. I'm not saying there's no idiots out there that would go above and beyond and do stupid things, but inexplicable things. We saw the other week with Kai Havertz and his wife, for example, and obviously the Rashford, Saka and Sancho situation a few years back. Just to name a couple of occasions there. I'm not saying that's not it would never happen. I'm just saying by now, either the person in question or family in question to the person in question would release stuff and broadcast it to spread awareness, or the idiots would be that stupid to put it out online themselves to go, look at us, look at where's the note to the man. I've not seen any of that yet, and I guarantee in a few months' time, when you'd normally hear an arrest has been made, certain persons being charged, and this and the other, and they've been to court and did it. We won't hear a word of that. We won't get a glimpse. And you'd think something this high profile now, that would happen, but you won't. Because it's a diversion tactic. Until I hear in words that someone's been arrested and there's proof, and they're going to jail, doing jail time or whatever, why should I believe it? Considering where the source is coming from in terms of the lying bastards of Howard Webb and the Pgmol, why should I believe? I fully believe Bill Gates and Jeffrey Epstein. Bloody hell, you really want to go there, Sam, don't you? But anyway, I just thought I'd put this out, and then obviously we might once I'm going to close this off in one second while I get the next piece. So from that, we then go to Mr. This is a clip put out from at Arsenal family. This is what they've recorded, a 29-second clip of Jamie O'Hara this afternoon, or yesterday now, on Sky Sports, giving his thoughts on the situation. So I've got to do this, do that. Patient with the black screen, and click.
Oliver gets too many decisions wrong. And listen, referees get decisions wrong. Mike Oliver's a good manager, a good ref. But is there a point where you go, is his head a little bit scrambled when he referees Arsenal football matches. Really?
Now, for clarification, this is Jamie O'Hara, as I mentioned before, ex-Tottenham, came from our academy, didn't work out, went to Tottenham, had a career, and then went to Wolves, etc., etc. Who, in his non-playing career, he enjoys to go to Arsenal fans on social media. He enjoys going to Arsenal fans on at his job on Talk Sport on Monday to Fridays when things don't go according to the plan for Arsenal. With Jason Cundy, he has no qualms in usually walking the line, basically, when it comes to this sort of stuff. He has now called out and said what he said there. I don't know if you guys heard it, but I'm going to double check so you make sure you guys are hearing this. But he has basically, one sec. I'll replay it, actually. You know what? I'll replay it just because obviously I didn't realise half his face was not on the screen. Just to replay and listen for the host, the guy that's hosting the show, listen to what he says, the tone of what he says, if you can hear it.
Oliver gets too many decisions wrong. And listen, referees get decisions wrong. Mike Oliver's a good manager, a good ref. But is there a point where you go, is his head a little bit scrambled when he referees Arsenal football matches? Really?
So he's come out and said that to that point, and the response was, really? Like, you want to stoke that fire? Our bosses might have a go at you?
Well, I mean, psychologically, there must be a thought in his mind. He's going, I've had some really bad decisions, or I've had some controversy. I don't know why he keeps getting Arsenal games. Why do you keep giving him an Arsenal game? It causes too many issues every time he refs a match. He's shown more. Oliver gets.
So even Jamie O'Hara in this moment said what he said in terms of, is there a possibility when it comes to refereeing Arsenal nowadays, he loses his head no matter what? Because of previous he's had with Arsenal games in the past, be it last season or seasons gone by, he's got to a point where his head's gone now. His reputation is, in terms of between us and him and the club and the fan base, is beyond repair, and he's just going to hell with it basically and doing what he's been doing. And asking the question, why is he getting so many Arsenal games when every time he referees an Arsenal game, be it a title challenging game or Arsenal versus whoever, he makes bizarre judgment calls, always against Arsenal when it involves Arsenal. I mean, for example, the Martinelli a couple of years back against Wolves at Molineux. We're 1-0 up, we're coasting, we're doing our thing. What does he go and do? Double books Martinelli in the space of 0.2 seconds. Martinelli literally went from no yellow cards in a phase of play to the end of that phase of play, 2 yellows and a red, which we've never seen since. Sky Sports had to issue an apology, as Tim Sherwood said on Soccer Saturday, that Man City play by their own rules. Oh, for God's sake. That's what I mean, under the thumb. Fucking, you've got freedom of speech in this chat in terms of the guy, the profile of freedom of speech. Fucking, you don't get freedom of speech in Sky, apparently. And I guarantee they'll come after me, I'm doing all this and this, and they'll come across these little bits and I'll go, how dare you can't say this, da-da-da-da. Jay Bothroyd, the former Arsenal Academy strikers, are sitting there smirking. He's like, you're saying what I want to say, but I'm not going to say nothing. I'm going to let you spew it out. And yet, look, Jamie O'Hara, I can't stand the prick. Shit player, shit pundit, etc., etc. However, on this occasion, he's put on it. Like, why? Why do you put that pressure back on him? He's clearly got an issue in terms of when it comes to officiating Arsenal. Why you keep putting pressure on him, doing this to him? Like this, and now you want to see a bit of Goldbridge tonight. Obviously, we were hoping for Goldbridge meltdown, but we didn't really get that because of Fulham, and yeah, one moment of stupidness. So we're going to get this instead. I will make the screen bigger because I can do that. Pop back over, and again, this is him breaking down. Yeah.
This is manipulated decision making, and yesterday for Arsenal was an absolute prime exhibit A evidence of that. If this was in court, you'd show that and you'd go, right, that tackle there in real time, he's given a red card. 99% of people don't think that's a red card, so he's got it wrong. It then goes to VAR with 4 separate people, and then knowing that 99% of people don't think it's a red card, another 4 people have said it is. That's mental corruption. That's almost like indoctrination. That's a dictatorship. That's a problem. You can't have somebody on the pitch make a ridiculous decision and then a supposed independent, looking for expertise to improve the game or back him up. That can't be right. That can't be right. And people will say, yeah, but they'll only go against him if it's a clear and obvious error. Mate, that's a clear and obvious error. Like that is the definition of a clear and obvious error. You look at the second yellow card for Gomez in the Wolves game and oh my God, this is even worse. So Gomez is on a yellow card, commits a foul on an Arsenal player that's worse than Lewis Skelly. And he goes, second yellow, red. And I'm like, what? If he gives a straight red, which is what he's given to Lewis Skelly, that Wolves player gets a 3-match ban. Wolves are in a relegation battle. If I'm Ipswich, I'm going bloody mad. So you're giving a red card to the Arsenal player straight. You're not giving him a red card for a worse tackle. You're giving him a second yellow. You're the same bloody referee, mate. This is the problem. The same referee in the same game can't even be consistent with what he's done in the first half. Is that an admission that he got it wrong? It's just incredible that this is happening.
Yeah, I agree. It's again, I'll say it's incredible it's happening, but it's not just an Arsenal thing, by the way. We've seen it last season. Fucking McAllister got booted in the chest for fuck's sake, and nothing happened. Ironically, Mark Oliver was refereeing that game. But he has a point when 99% of people say it's a yellow, not a red, it's a yellow. If other people say, this is what I have been saying in terms of going forward and how to fix things. Get rid of Howard Webb, take the 20 other Premier League refs that haven't been sacked off like Coot did, take them with him, go to FIFA, get Kalena in, make him head of the Pgmol, bring in let him appoint the best referees around the world to come in. They didn't. In that instance, straight away, you're taking away any unconscious bias or potential bias, out of the equation, because Kalena is Italian. He has no affiliation to any English club. He's an Italian man that supports this Italian club. You're bringing in other managers around the world that probably more likely support clubs from their country of origin, basically. So again, no affiliation. You're already eradicating that side of things. So you're getting that dealt. You're then sorting out the rules and all that, and making them more simple and less complicated. You then, instead of putting officials in the VAR room, you do what they do in rugby. In terms of, in rugby with their VAR, from the get-go, it's always been tech-minded people that are good at tech, that have just been brushed up on the tech and been trained on the rules. That's it. And then off you go. So then you haven't got, in that instance, you're not having the person in the room have a emotional connection to the person on the pitch, and they can both come together and do the job adequately, better. And you haven't got that see the doubt in your head of they're just protecting their friend, their colleague, etc., like we've seen and heard Mike Dean admit to initially. Remember when Bruno Fernandes threw himself over a Villa plate? Yep, I remember that. Literally threw himself in the air, no contact. This is with VAR, and got a pen. VAR looked at it and gave the pen. There's another incident, again, I think it was against Villa as well, where he literally jumped in, literally, this is it. There's another incident where Bruno fouled the Villa defender and got a penalty. Again, went through VAR, was a given. even though you could see clear as day it was him that made the foul. It should have been a free kick instead to Villa. But hey, it is what it is. No, just no. I mean, the whole debate over introducing sin bins into football is a joke as well. It just wouldn't work. They can't even maintain the basics of bad verbal discipline. You're booked, and then etc. etc. It's hit and miss when we want to commit to that basically. So next up on
This is manipulated decision making, and yes.
Shut up. Bear with me. Oh, you love this. Again, it's kind of a... See if you can lip read, basically. This is a lip reading lesson. What do you think Trossard is saying to Gomez? This is when Gomez has been booked. This is for the first booking where he kicked away the ball. Let me know if... First off, can you actually read lips? If so, let me know what you think in a chat. He is saying Trossard is saying to Gomez about Marco Oliver. Have a guess. I'll let you have a few guesses first, and I'll tell you. You'll laugh. You'll get a laugh out of it. Slide whistles, lucky now. What did Trossard say to Gomez? That's a segment. Knock yourself out, Sam. Go on. As in, have a punt then. Have a guess. Anything involving a shark case is a yes. I'll play it again, just to make sure. One second. There we go. It says it twice, by the way. You're close, by the... Look, Catherine, you are close. No, Sam, you're way off. Where's your way off as well? But no, Catherine, you are close. I believe he says he gave it to me or something. Basically, yeah, he goes to Gomez. Says, when he's pushing Gomez away, he says twice. One second. He pushes away and he goes, he's done it. He's done it to me. He's done it to me before. As in, yeah, you have to suck it up. Basically, he's done it to me. It's a joke, but he's done it to me. So he just couldn't. He's just like, seriously, your day couldn't get any worse. Trossard comes along and goes, "Yeah, he's an absolute prick. He's a prick. He was a prick to me once upon a time." It's a joke. You can't make this shit up. Oh my days! Oh, now this is a tasty one actually. This is a minute-long clip. Again, Michael Oliver orientated. And it's not just based on Arsenal. It does involve Arsenal discussion as well, but as in just Michael Oliver in general, with a little at the end. It's public domain, so they can't come at me or anyone for this matter. But here we go. We're going to do this. Can we do it like that? We can do it like that. Fantastic.
Michael Oliver is Man City's 12th man. He has been for quite some time, and I'm going to prove it now. Ready? Are you ready?
I don't know.
This is just last season. Nathan Ake, offside goal versus Fulham last season. Remember that? Leno's view clearly obstructed. goal for City. Kovacic with one of the most blatant second yellows of all time in Premier League history.
I was at this game.
Remember that? I do. Michael Oliver ignored. And Howard Webb after the game said this, and I quote, Kovacic deserved the red card, but Michael Oliver doesn't like to have a negative impact.
Remember them words? Kovacic deserved the red card, but Michael Oliver doesn't like to have a negative impact. Okay, what was yesterday? What was Saturday then? Because he couldn't wait. He literally could not wait. And not just that, Man City Arsenal at the start of the season could not wait. Liverpool versus City last year. Because Doku was the offender, he waited and waved it on. But doesn't like to have a negative impact. Those are Howard Webb's words. Literally, word for word, his words. That he put out on his Mic'd Up show with Michael Owen. So again, public domain. But this is the thing, they say this and then something else will happen that contradicts that, and then they want to pretend that they didn't say what they said in the first place because it doesn't suit the new narrative now.
In a big game, funny that. Doku, karate kick on McAllister.
Talk the
In
which.
the box, no penalty. I can't tell you how that one was penalty. No penalty. Arguably a red. Grealish, blatant handball. FA Cup semi-final last season. Doku, delaying the...
Again, the handball in the semi-final. It was so blatant, it was unbelievable. Again, VAR could have helped out, decided not to. I will say this. I said this earlier in the first stream. I said this kind of, me and him sort of touched on this as well during the actual watch along. Has Howard Webb, by Howard Webb saying he's the best English ref in the country, best ref in the world, put such an emphasis on it that puts so much pressure where the other officials, when they're, be it linesmen, fourth officials, or part of the VAR team, are they scared to put it to Mark Oliver? He may have made a mistake because they're scared of what will happen in the aftermath off the pitch via Howard in the game. Questions have got to be asked because there's a consistency here of him making glaring errors, not just against Arsenal, against Liverpool, with Wolves, Fulham, and VAR always back him, no matter how ridiculous the call he's making is.
The restart right in front of his eyes, no yellow. Here's some statistics for you. He's
Same game, by the way, in that game. Early on in that game, when Doku does that, early on, Trossard's been sent off. This is just before half time. Or the Trossard happened just before half time, and this happened 2 minutes later. Make it make sense.
awarded fewer yellow cards to Man City compared to any of the other top 8 clubs. He has not once issued a red card to a Man City player in his career, despite officiating 47 Man City matches. Not one red. And to top things off, he was paid £20,000 in 2023 to referee a game in the UAE, which coincidentally happens to be funded by the Man City owner. Michael Oliver.
Again, Chris, it's again. I said it once. I say it twice. This is the last time I'm saying it. Stop bringing up the Havertz dive against United because VAR wasn't there to save the ref. That was an in-the-moment thing. The ref had no backup, and then he made a judgment call, good or bad, wrong or right. He made a call. VAR was not there in that FA Cup game. We knew it ahead of time. It was not there to help out the ref. So can you get the Havertz idea out of your head and out of the discussion? Because it's really aggravating. Repeating myself now on that. The Arsenal corner. Okay, it wasn't a corner, but by their own rules, the VAR can't get involved and help out the ref. The linesman was on the other side, so he couldn't see it either. What do you want from me? Rules are the rules, letter of the laws and all that. I'm abiding by him. Saka's goal against Liverpool 2 seasons ago. VAR apologised for giving Arsenal the goal. What, the one when we was on our first title challenge in season? Because it was alleged. I don't remember this, by the way, but it's alleged. Until I don't remember the apology for the second goal, but it found a build up or something. Or I don't know. No, the goal was perfectly fine. The goal was literally perfectly fine. They apologised because they missed they claimed to have missed what people thought was a deliberate handball from Gabriel early on in the game. They had no effect on Saka's goal. So where you got that from, I don't know. Oh dear. Amazing how you haven't mentioned, for example, this season, for example, Man City versus Wolves at Molineux, the winning goal that was given this time around, but yet back in the last season, literally, Wolves versus West Ham at Molineux, same detail for detail incident happened. Wolves got a goal similar to, literally spot the difference the same. Goal was disallowed, but when Man City did it, it was allowed. Rules have been changed, for example, or as it's been mentioned there, the Fulham started last season, scored a goal, but a player was deliberately in the line, and in offside position in the line of Burnt Neno, which blurred his vision to see the ball and where it was going. The goal was given in that game. Michael Oliver, VAR backed it. Amazing, you're not mentioning that. You're just mentioning Arsenal incidences here. One, where VAR wasn't involved because it couldn't be, because they decided they weren't going to have VAR until later on in the competition. The middle one, the Arsenal corner, by their own rules, their own laws, they can't get involved because it was a corner. But you're coming at me for it. But cool. And you're plucking out of nowhere a goal that Saka scored, which is a legitimate goal, because they admitted they may have missed a potential deliberate handball from Gabriel 10 minutes before that goal. Okay, cool. This is the thing. This whole point of this segment, I'm not saying it's a conspiracy against Arsenal. I'm saying it's a conspiracy in the sense of, if I call it a conspiracy, that the refs in this country are beyond help now. Howard Webb is beyond help. He needs, like Riley, when Riley got binned off, Howard needs to be binned off ASAP. He needs to take his 20 mates with him as well. It needs to be a whole relegation to Pgmol and back to basics. And then FA, go to FIFA, get Kalena. He's in the head of recruitment for training the officials, but officials that he picks from around the world, the best of the best, or the best so-called best league in the world, the best of the best around the world, because we've got all these foreign imports anyway from player personnel, managers, etc. Let's just go one step ahead and get the best of the best in the world to referee in this country as well. Make the rules simple, make the rules clear and concise, and kick on. But I'm standing by that the refs in this country, including Howard Webb, who's ahead of it all, are beyond help. There's no saving them now and turning this around and making a positive out of this. Today's proved it. Well, yesterday now. It's proved it, but the way that they've doubled down on it and then put this bullshit statement out saying he's been abused. His family's been abused and attacked. Like I said, And that's other things. Unless we suddenly get reports in the next few months saying person X has been arrested in suspicion of X, Y, and Z have been involved in the online attacks towards Michael Oliver from the and they've gone to jail or community service. I'm not going to believe the bullshit. Especially when Jamie Carragher and Jamie Redknapp come out and go, if we keep going down this route of having to go at refs and they make mistakes, what refs are want to come through? We're going to lose all the. Well, clearly the standard's not good enough, so we need to go abroad. Simple as that. And then over time, you bring another generation through and train up them to the standard of the foreigners that are being trained up to the standard, and you fact check everything about them. So you go up and you don't affiliate to one part of the country and that's it. You go all over the country, north, south, Midlands, you name it. You slowly pick a few here and there, and you integrate them in to what is already a well-oiled machine at that time by then of the best referees around the world, from Italy, Spain, Brazil, you name it. Boom. What I'm saying is, right, by now, if someone's been abused verbally by either in terms of the online attacks that they're claiming, either the people in question put it out there and raise the awareness and make it public so they're not hiding and all that, and just really so the police act faster, or then this is the key one. In some respects, you get the odd idiot that does these sort of disgusting things and puts it out there themselves. That's my whole point on that side of things. Right. Just making sure there's nothing else. I don't think there is anyway. At this point, I can't remember fucking Danny Levy. Oh, by the way, tonight, last thing, consistency we want, yeah? Now, look at that. Correct me if I'm wrong, but before you wrap things up, is that challenge above the ankle? If the answer is yes, then why has it not been given the same treatment as Lewis Scully was? And again, there's VAR. They know the scrutiny around Oliver, taking out the equation of the alleged abuse he's getting and all that from potential idiots. But they know there's scrutiny. Yet this has been allowed to slide. This is another thing. We want consistency, but we're not getting the consistency. We're not getting the consistency we want. We're getting consistency, but it's consistently fucking awful. And this gives Arsenal more grounds to appeal. And like it was mentioned before, from Goldbridge, Lewis Scully's been given a straight red for far less of a yellow card offence, by the way. But yet later on in the game, Gomez makes a actual red card offence, straight red card offence, and instead of just giving him a straight red, he went double yellow and off. So he gets a one. So by that instance, he only gets a 1-game suspension. Whereas Lewis Scully had to get as it stands, a 3-game suspension for far less of an offensive foul. And at the same breath, from an Ipswich point of view, that could be huge for them, that they could benefit from Wolves missing a play for 3 games, but they can't because that's not going to be the case. And it won't be upgraded no matter what now. But hey, it is what it is, apparently. And again, player in question goes on to win the game for Fulham, by the way. Just saying. Fluky goal or not, he goes on to score the goal that wins the game for Fulham. And on that note, my friends, I am going to start wrapping things up on this because, yeah, I've done a test run tonight. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. But it's a test run. It will, as the next few weeks go by, we are going to get out the nooks and the crannies and iron this out properly, and it'll be a more smoother show, and much more easier on the iron, more enjoyable for you guys to interact and hopefully enjoy, basically. But yeah, let me know in the comments what you think, either in the chat now or in the comments or whatever. Reach out to me. What you think, how you think it's got, what you think of the show and all that. But my point is, in this instance, Sam, in this instance, it's not even like a week or two late, like next week or the week or 2 weeks later. It's literally within just over 24 hours after an incident that has been heavily scrutinised by the entire public in the country. It's not even like it happened and it sort of went under the radar. It has been scrutinised left, right, and centre. And they know that. I think even down in England was VAR tonight as well, if I'm correct. So even again, he went from one fire into another, different outcomes. You just want consistency at this point. And yeah, people make mistakes. People are human. I get that, but at the same time, in this instance, it's not even 24. It's over 24 hours after the first incident that you scrutinise someone for, and you just proved the point, because we had it with Saliba. He got sent off against Bournemouth. We've had since then 4 incidences. We've all been bookings. 2 of the incidents are literally on top of the fucking penalty box. No, not a foul. Doesn't know a goal scoring opportunity because, basically, it's just absolutely fucking fast. Did my meme section of my show loosely inspire this? I enjoyed it. A nice, fun way to unwind. Yeah, that's the whole point of this. Just sort of end of the weekend, come together on a Sunday and talk about any talking points that we've had today, the second half of this show, with the whole VAR situation, the Harold Webb and all that. But also at the same time, for like the first half, sit back, relax, have a bit of a laugh at rival fans' expense. I was hoping to do it with both Tottenham and but Fulham sort of fucked that one up. But I could literally, you know what? Just before we go, let's do a bit of Chelsea. See if we can find a bit of Chelsea to sit back and enjoy before we do go. Just because why not? It's Chelsea, for fuck's sake. Come on. Okay. So come on. There's got to be a video of a Chelsea fan losing their minds. Oh, who is it? Ooh. Ah. It's alright. She moves in mysterious ways. Oh, who's that? Oh, who was it? That's it. Here he is. Oh, no, it is. There we go. I remember his name. Just because they lost yesterday and you've got Chelsea fans having an absolute meltdown over Sancho, basically. No, nothing. I know what. It's not worth it. Not organised enough for it, so it's cool what it is. For what it is what it is. What's that? Oh, here we go. This is from a Burkup Wonderland, who, by the way, will be appearing. Danny from the Burkup Wonderland will be appearing tomorrow, or later on for the pod for the quiz. Sorry, put it up on the screen. Fuck it, so you can read it yourselves as well. Oh, not done that. There we go. No, that way. Thank you. Switch. And here we go. Now, this guy does his research, sorry. So he goes, Mark Oliver has no social media, and I very much doubt anyone has his phone number. So how has he received threats and abuse? Good question. Play the victim to the circumstances you created is wild. Again, hence why I don't believe. I thought I'd mention that, but yeah, no, I can't find our Chelsea venting videos from yesterday, so it is what it is. We all enjoyed. I love Chelsea tears. No, you know what? I hope you guys don't mind this. You know what? Let's have a look about this house. We want Chelsea tears. We're going to get Chelsea tears if it kills me. Where are you, Gav? Where are you? I hope he doesn't mind me doing this. I've got to be. Oh, you know what? Let's try and find. This is angry Chelsea fans and rival fans' reaction to Man City versus Chelsea. How long is this? I don't want to be here for 22 minutes, though. One sec. Let's get to the 1-1. No, let's get to the. Oh, one sec. So skip forward. Here we go. One. Full screen. We'll leave it at that. Yeah, no, we'll leave it at that. But yeah, this is Erling Haaland scoring. This is the reaction to Sanchez being crap.
Afuera, doggy. Fucking get in the. I can't get my voice back. Are you fucking. Sanchez, you're shit. You are so fucking shit.
Let's end on a high, guys.
Why is he on his goal? Leave. I've had enough, man. I've had enough of Sanchez. Oh, I'm gonna break my monitor. Fuck.
Haaland, dink it. Little right foot. He's out of goal. Dink it. Erling Haaland makes it 2-1. Long ball over the top. That's all we needed. Haaland's been anonymous. Haaland's been anonymous.
I've got the Sanchez, I'm sorry.
Goal. That's what's happened. Can have some of that.
Here we go again. Haaland. What a goal. That's world class. That is world class. 2-1. Chelsea's keeper's a prat. Chelsea fans are going to be losing their shit. Chelsea's continual neglection of getting a top-class goalkeeper and striker is killing them week in, week out. And it has been for about 18 months.
Forcing it long to Haaland. This is the only thing now. It creates a new issue. Now that City have to play long, they got Haaland to do that, and of course he scores. And fuck me, see what I mean, man? I just don't think we're as good as we think we are. Let's just keep it real, man. We're not as good. It's just that clear. Self-inflicted, absolute insanity. We're not that team, you guys. We're not that team.
Oh my God! Why is Sanchez so out his goal? Why is Sanchez so out his goal? Robert Sanchez, you're an absolute stupid. Robert.
For anyone that doesn't know, Don Hassam, he is a, in case you can't tell in the background, he is a diehard Liverpool fan. There's no affiliation to this game. He's in a hate along, whatever, and he's shown more passion than the previous guy who's an actual Chelsea fan. Make it make sense.
Robert Sanchez, you are an absolute stupid clown. For no reason whatsoever, you're at the halfway line. Robert Sanchez, you're shit, you're crap, you're just shit. Dumbest decision ever for donkey keeper.
Oh shit, Haaland fed in from the keeper first time. Haaland's actually won it. He's going to shoot, he scores. Oh my God, that's some goal. That's some goal, to be fair, for the absolute Ghostbusters 2 Vigo, the Carpathian looking melt. That's some goal. Goodness me, Edison goes long over the top from the goal kick. Goodness me, Haaland beats the defender with his strength and then from distance just curls it over. Sanchez in the Chelsea goal, you got to say, that is some goal. That's a very nice, and it's pains me to say, old Cardi P on the sidelines, Pep Fraudiola looking on, absolutely fucking foaming at the gash. Goodness me.
Sanchez, what are you doing? Sanchez! Oh, Sanchez! Sanchez, you pillock! You absolute fool! Oh my God, Sanchez! Oh my God! Sanchez! Oh, go into the market! Don't buy Ganacho!
Ball over the top again. Sanchez, what are you doing? Sanchez, what? Sanchez! 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 Sanchez, what was that?
1v1 again.
Oh,
Here we go.
shit.
Go, he's out. Sanchez, go on. Haaland,
This is the best one.
Haaland,
This is the keeper people keep telling me to calm down about. Every game there's an error. Every game there's an error on this goalkeeper. Every game there's an error on this goalkeeper. Every single game. No. Every single game, this goalkeeper makes a big fucking mistake. Hey, why do you do dumb shit like this?
It's terrible.
We made a stupid mistake.
Why?
That's shocking goalkeeping.
Hey, brother, where's this goalkeeper going? Oh my days, bro.
There you are, Gav. Hi.
Bro, where is this?
You've been given heads up, if you.
Bro, as soon as I saw the
Free promotion, by the way.
I couldn't believe it. I couldn't fucking believe it, bro.
In a duel, he's got it. Keeper's out of his box. Haaland, he's shot.
Oh, that. Yes. Come on, boys. 2-1, mates. Assist from Edison.
Haaland versus Chala. Oh, Sanchez is off his line. You dunce. That's all Sanchez. 2-1 City. That is all Sanchez. What an arsehole. What an absolute dunce. Back of the class. Yeah, the dunce check. Yeah. What a dunce, blood. 2-1. Great finish from Haaland. What a bozo.
We're moving on. Yes, I don't like this person, so I'm going to move on in a sec.
Absolute bozo.
Sanchez वापस जा कुत्ते Sanchez सारे कुत्ते हरामी Sanchez यार bloody dog shit man dog shit Sanchez यार dog shit Maresca man fuck off Maresca fuck off Sanchez man shit man fuck.
And on that note, I think that's our cue to get out of here, because we stuck on for a little bit longer. That's 10 or so minutes longer than we was meant to. I was about to tap out one ago, weren't I? I was like, there's a bit of Chelsea laughter. So Woody and Gav, but it had to be done. Did it to Tottenham, so fuck it. on that note, we are going to get ourselves out of it. Obviously, you're back later on for the Ultimate Football Who Am I quiz. Mike will be heading up that in terms of he's the quiz master. I'll be here. You're going to have Liam back, the judge, Lee from before. Sam's going to be here. I think now Danny, as far as I'm aware, is definitely still on. I'm going to double check in the morning, but yeah. Screw you, buddy. Oh yeah, but so yeah, you're gonna have hopefully a bit of fun. Again, it's a bit of fun. Take away from all the highs and all the drama, the hierarchy of football and Arsenal in general. Of course you bloody are. Why wouldn't you, bastard? And then Tuesday, nothing in the schedule book so far. Wednesday is double Arsenal watch along of the FA Cup fourth round game for the girls against Bristol City, and Champions League against Genoa as well. All in one stream because it clashes again for the second week in a row. Why not? And Thursday is the Arsenal show with Liam and Brooksy in their panel, reaction to the week's events from this weekend, and obviously what happens on Wednesday, respectively, for both our teams. Friday, nothing in the schedule. Saturday is match of the day, and Sunday, because of the distance, it can't be one stream. It will be two streams, but I won't be here. I'm going to try and find someone to take over the helm for the day on Sunday, so you still get your content on Sunday for both the women and the men, respectively. Oh dear! Evidently not based on the vid you make of me laughing, Rosie. Oh, I'll talk about Rosie now. Okay, cool. Yeah, Greenwood's here as well. Greenwood's on the quiz. But yeah, thanks for this. Give me any feedback you can give. That'd be greatly appreciated. Obviously, iron things out, make things a lot more smoother and enjoyable for you guys to watch. And yeah, if you haven't already, please hit the like button. Do share the content as always say. Do set the link to the content around as well on all social media platforms, friends and family, etc. And yeah, see you soon. Take care. And as always, if you haven't already subscribed, and up the Arsenal. Come on, you Gunners. Come on.